Growing up, I had some of the worst limiting beliefs you could possibly imagine. I grew up with social anxiety. I sat in the back of the classroom. I never talked to girls. I mean, I can remember on one hand the amount of crushes I had that I actually went for, and it would be such a big moment for me. I would like a girl, she wouldn't know it for fucking months or years, and then I'd finally make a move, and it was the most awkward, cringy, desperate, not fun thing you could ever imagine. They would brutally reject me, and I would feel embarrassed as fuck for weeks and just years on end, and that person would always, it's just fucking, man, oh man. Well, not a fun reality to live in. But I didn't know any better, man. I'm just like, imagine being young, you see some of your friends are getting girls, your classmates are getting girls, everyone's getting girls, and you're not. You know, you're unpopular or whatever the case may be. And eventually, it got to the point where I was desperate. I wanted to figure a way out. And my way out was cold approach pickup and learning it. At the time, I didn't think there was a way out. I thought that this is just the way I was. I just kind of numbed myself. I had all this anxiety and I was used to just numbing myself and getting rid of it through binge watching TV, binge eating food, maybe watching porn from time to time, and never doing it in a healthy way. And finding cold approach is what changed my life the most and what's made me get rid of my limiting beliefs. So in this video, I want to talk about how you can do the same thing through approaching. I don't know any other way to get rid of your limiting beliefs as well, by the way. Like, I think a lot of guys subconsciously have these limiting beliefs with women. Like, they feel like they don't deserve, let's say, a white girl with blue eyes and blonde hair. That was, for me, like, that's like actually my type. And eventually I got a girlfriend with blonde hair, brown eyes, but slightly green on a good day. And I've pulled many girls with blue eyes. And I say that not to brag, and it sounds cringy when I say that, I know how I sound, but I say that to share that I overcame my limiting beliefs, and it almost surprises me still. Like, there was a version of me where I didn't think I deserved that kind of girl. I didn't think I deserved a girl that was like white, or, because I'm like white, right, but I'm Italian Asian white. It's a very different kind of white. And I felt like I was a nerd, so I didn't deserve one of the popular girls that everyone else wanted. And in honesty, I felt like I didn't deserve any girl at all, really. Like, I didn't feel like I deserved any of the girls. So when I would walk up to a girl, whenever I had a crush on a girl, and I would talk to her, I would be nervous, and it would be super...
What's up? Let me get in there.
You scared the shit out of me. Come on. You scared me. I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah,
I went on fight or flight. I was like, oh.
I don't want to get punched out here.
No, of course not, brother.
Vlogging?
Yeah, I'm vlogging.
Sick.
Good to see. I love when people pop in the vlogs, by the way. Yeah, it's always sick.
I started vlogging too. I'm vlogging
Nice,
for the last like 14 days. Yeah.
Nice. What do you vlog about? What's your, like,
Oh,
you have a
mean?
niche, or are you just like Bali?
Oh, this, bro. This.
It's
All
lit.
this
It's lit.
travel.
I talk about cold approach.
Cold approach?
Yeah,
Oh,
like
women?
picking up women,
Oh,
yeah,
shoot.
like
That's sick,
that kind of
that's
thing.
sick.
Yeah, and today topic is.
Wait, I want to see that play. Okay.
Yeah, you want to see it. Hey, after this, bro, I don't like to. Sometimes I'll do approaches on camera, but I like to approach off camera too. So we'll do some approaches if you want. And if we see a girl pop by, I'll see if she wants to be in it. So today, I'm talking about limiting beliefs and insecurities. And I was just telling a story about how when I grew up, I had a lot of limiting beliefs on what kind of girl I felt like I could get.
Yeah.
Specifically, like, I didn't think I could get like a white girl. I'm an Italian Asian. I didn't think I could get like the supermodel hot girl. Have you ever dealt with insecurities of any kind?
I mean, obviously.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm human.
I don't know. If you want to share it, you can. You don't have to share it though.
I'm a vlogger too. I got it. One's insecurity. I was a skinny kid, right? Imagine like a skinny Indian kid back in the day. So that was me, right? You know, get pushed around in basketball. You know, I wouldn't really say bullied because I was just an optimistic guy always, but I would say it's maybe close to bullying. You know, it gets to your head sometimes and it's like everyone's stronger than you in high school. You're not really used to working out, you're eating kind of crappy. Yeah. But then you start building a body, you start looking better, and then suddenly, you know, if you guys haven't heard of the halo effect, basically, the better you look, the better everyone else is around you, right? So I can't cold approach, I won't, but like, I want to see you do it.
Yeah.
But anyways.
Cute girl, let me know. I'll say what's up. Yeah.
Only cute girl with my girlfriend, okay? So here's the thing. Yeah, I gotta go.
Okay, gotcha.
But I want to see you in action. That's the thing.
Hey,
yeah,
bro, thank you so much. You're a G. You
Okay,
blessed
good.
the video. Anytime someone blesses the video, it always does well.
It does?
Yeah,
Okay.
it's like, it's actually such a blessing.
Push me aside. I want to be in this video right now.
He forced his way in.
Can I be in the thumbnail? Am I good enough to be in the thumbnail?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Okay,
It would be
that-
better if we had a cute girl as well.
Okay.
Hey, excuse me. Hello. I'm making a really fun video today. and talking all about it's
No,
like
it's really.
self-improvement,
I don't know this guy.
fun.
Yeah.
It's nice to meet you. You don't want to be on video? Totally fine. Where are you from, by the way? Kazakhstan? That's what I was gonna guess. Yeah, actually, yeah. Huh? Yeah, a little bit. Yeah. My dad lives in Kazakhstan as well. Yeah, actually, Kazakh people never believe me, but I swear to God, he lives in Almaty.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that's great.
Nice to meet you. Hey, tonight you should come out to Mexicola. You know Mexicola?
Is it the restaurant?
Yeah, it's right there. It's a big party tonight. Bam! Did my one cold approach.
Okay.
Did it just for you? Kazakh girls, hidden gem in
you.
Bali. That was an amazing little quick interview, and it was very, very powerful, bro. I appreciate you sharing.
yeah.
You're a
What's
G.
your YouTube?
My channel is Nicoletti Films. If you want to look it up,
Yeah, I think you went up to me in the looks department.
bro. It's not all about looks.
Yeah, it's true. It's true.
It's not all about
all
looks.
Personality.
It's very much about personality and aura.
Personality.
Instead of looks maxing, you want to looks max and aura max. Aura max. Because you can have good looks, but you can also have bad social skills. You can have bad vocal tonality. You can have a lot of things. So
Okay.
yeah, that's
I
it right
appreciate
there.
it.
Yeah, man.
So what would you rate my tonality? Let's say.
Tonality is good. Yeah.
Okay.
Your vibe is good as well. You have a good vibe. What I would say is when the girls came, you shied away though.
Oh no, I want you to.
Yeah, fair enough. I think in my head, I'm thinking where you could be a good wingman.
Oh.
So anytime I see anyone in a new environment, I immediately think I want to meet them. I want to meet them. I want to interact and engage. And not even in a flirtatious way. You can do it in like a
casual way.
yeah, like more repetition of interactions equals more confidence in interactions. You have more references to go
Okay.
off. Not to get too nerdy, bro. You're the freaking man. I
Yeah,
appreciate you.
that's it, that's it.
Thank you, man. And I like your analogy with the gym and all that. That was good.
Good stuff, okay.
Awesome. Always good to have someone bless the video. I know you guys like the collaborations that I be doing. He was a cool guy. He got me to approach. 1,000 out of 10. Who the fuck would have the balls to do that? They were really down, but they didn't want to be on camera. Very common theme, by the way, to the point where I don't like approaching on camera anymore. I actually like to approach off camera and then ask them to be in the video after. It's a much better strategy that I've been doing. And that's what I will do with all the interviews that I throw into this video. I remember there was this one girl, Camille, blonde hair, blue eyed. I had the biggest crush on her. I could not stop looking at her in class. I was just in love every day. And yeah, I made a move. She rejected me. It's awkward, painfully. She was nice to me. She was always very nice, very sweet girl. Eventually, it got to a point where I'm like, I'm tired of this shit. You know, I want to change. I was desperate. I was going to music festivals. I was thinking, okay, maybe if I drink a lot of alcohol, I'll become confident. Among other things, I was trying anything. I was down to try anything. Truthfully, I was down to try anything to become confident. All of these unhealthy things, at least in the looks maxing department, some of it's kind of healthy, like work out, go to the gym. But this is actually a good segue. Guys think that it's their looks, why they can't get the girl. They think it's all about looks. This is a very plain Jane, simple view of the world. If this were true, why in human evolution are we not all 6'4" Chads? Why are there some people evolved to be short? Why are there some people evolved to be tall? It's all based on evolution. In some tribes, maybe it was good to be short. Maybe it meant you were a better swimmer and you could catch more fish. Maybe it meant you were able to go through the jungle and the woods better, and since you were smaller, you didn't get tripped up as much and you didn't get stuck in the jungle woods or whatever the fuck. The point I'm trying to make is it's not all about looks. What girls want the most is guys who have the winner effect turned on. That is the bottom line. That is the premise of this video. It's a very complex thing to say, so I'm gonna say it one more time. What girls want is guys who have the winner effect turn on. They want a guy who feels like the man, who is in abundance, who has other women around him or at least has options, is loving life, is confident because of that, has what you would call aura. He has this bigger than life energy. He doesn't have anxiety because whatever you feel, they feel. If you feel anxiety and you feel nervous and you feel shitty about yourself, they feel all of those emotions as well. If you feel confident, if you feel like the fucking man, it's way easier to approach. It's way easier to get results. Now, if you are a 6'4" Chad, will you get a little bit more of a foot in the door? Yes. That's okay. The enemy of the best is the good. If you are an average guy, you're forced to level up so fast and so dramatically that in the end, you will be at a higher level because you were forced to build the systems and the habits and the discipline that it took to get better. Fast forward in my life, I went to college. I did 5 approaches a day. I've told this story many times. I found a mentor. And really what happened was I bought in. I'm gonna repeat that one more time because it's important. Really what happened is I bought in. I bought into the idea that I could be a fucking Chad. I bought in, and I was not a Chad at the time. I was 18, I was in a college class, I was drinking beer in class because I was a retard, and I pulled up a How to Pick Up Girls video by Julian Blanc. I can link the video below in the description if you guys want to see it. I put that in there. It was like a mad scientist. It was like watching a mad scientist who dissected how to pick up women from beginning to end. I was mind blown. I was like, what the fuck? It was like seeing a blueprint to how to build something, and I saw myself in it. And I'm like, I could build this. And I got excited. I got inspired, motivated, like, this is possible. Now, no longer could I cope with drugs and alcohol. No longer could I cope with porn and video games and all these things. Now I saw the path forward, and I didn't deny its reality. And I think the person I resonated most with was Owen Cook. Now, it's funny that guy, he said, you're more of a Chad than me. Objectively, is that true? I don't know. But it's funny because he said that after I was able to talk to the girls. I appeared to be more of a Chad after I was able to talk to the girls. I see a lot of guys who are normal looking guys. They do not have anything above average, and they appear to be Chads even when they're short because they have the confidence and the aura that a Chad would have. So I saw that video, and instead of coping, instead of saying it's not possible, I bought the fuck in. Some guys, they either get bitter or they get better, as Owen Cook likes to say a lot. Bitter or better. I chose to get better. Now, it took me a whole year before I was able to approach. Don't get me wrong. I was still fucking afraid. I was still a pussy about it. I still had way too much bad habits. I was still fat and overweight. I've lost a lot of weight too, by the way, guys. So fuck all you motherfuckers who call me fat. Oh, I'm motherfucking big. And I was looking, I was fat back then. I was really fat. But eventually I was able to do it because I saw a lane and I bought in. I said, it's possible. And a lot of guys, they don't buy in. They boil it down to looks, and then they leave it at that, and they'll never buy in. So after that, when I finally took the action, when I finally was able to work up to 5 approaches per day, and I was finally able to get out of my own way, and I had a moment in time where I had the willpower, the discipline, and the momentum to actually get started, my life changed forever. Women looked at me differently. My social skills started to improve. I was painfully awkward. Now, this is something that a lot of guys don't know about me. I wouldn't say I was socially autistic, but I had such little social exposure over the course of my life that I was painfully awkward. Now, I was aware enough to read the room, like if I was breaking social cues or I made someone feel uncomfortable, I knew that happened. And I remember, like a scientist, I would have these interactions and I would go home and I would replay it in my mind. It's something I still do. And I would ask myself, what the fuck happened? What did I do? What could I have done better? In my mind, I literally couldn't help it. Like my mind would replay the interaction, every word that was said and all these things. And I would think, why did they get uncomfortable? Why did she like me at first and then she didn't like me? What am I doing wrong? And over the course of years and thousands of interactions and watching a lot of videos on social dynamics and having all these interactions, I started to put the puzzle together on what the fuck is going wrong, what is going right, how to get through shit tests, how to talk to girls, how to become more funny. I went into a journey of inner game. Now, a lot of guys, this is another topic, inner game. This is something actually I'm diving into again recently. But a lot of guys, they go looks maxing, they want to work out, they want to look good, and they want to meditate and they want to work on the inner game and eat healthy. They want to do everything possible outside of just approaching a girl. Let me tell you this right now. I can verify this from my own experience. Man, there's so many baddies walking by the way. God damn. I can verify this from my own experience. Without approaching, you will not get better with women. You will stabilize your mood. You will, if you already have game and you work on your inner game, you will reach your fullest and highest potential, 100%. I actually just started meditating twice per day. I do breath work around 20 to 30 minutes per day. My anxiety is so down. My game is so good now. I work out once or twice per day. I have really good friends. I eat super fucking healthy now. I'm feeling amazing. My inner game is dialed the fuck in and my game is improving. But that is after doing around 10,000 approaches to strangers last year. Documented. So Of course it's going to improve. But I'll tell you this right now, you cannot inner game your way to success. You cannot work on yourself and journal and gratitude and manifest and whatever the fuck. Manifesting is a whole load of shit. I am running into way too many people who are delusional about manifesting in Bali, especially women. It's usually women, but guys too. But the thing is, with women, they get taken care of, especially when they're really hot. So they can say, oh, I manifested it, when really it's they're hot and guys will provide for them up until a certain point. Whereas guys, we can't be as delusional. Life reality checks guys a lot faster than it does women. So that's why a lot of women believe in manifesting and not guys. Anyways, that's besides the point. I do believe in the power of inner game and doing a little bit of visualization and embodying your highest self. For me, I just did embodiment work yesterday with a coach, and then I grinded afterwards. I believe in both. You gotta grind and you gotta do the inner work. So I'm gonna finally get to the juicy bit, the piece of the puzzle that's gonna help you get out of your head and get through your limiting beliefs. It's this. I'm gonna give you the keys to success. It's a combination of two things. Number one, massive fucking action. There's no way around that. You need back-to-back social interactions in a given day, a given week, a given month, and a given year. You need to ride a wave of momentum. Now, where you start, your baseline, let's say you wake up on a normal day, you might feel like a 3 out of 10 or a 4 out of 10. Here's actually a little bit of a test you can do to see how you view yourself. You could say, hey, I'm a 7 out of 10. I'm an 8 out of 10. I'm a 9 out of 10. I'm a 10 out of 10. Which one sounded most congruent? I would say 8 or 9. That's how I feel internally. You can walk up to a random person, they can do the same thing. Whichever they say more congruently will come out the right way, usually. Now, this is just a test I got from my mentor. I don't know if it's true or not. You can test it if you want. Now, your baseline, whatever it is, let's say it's at a 5 out of 10. You wake up, you say, okay, I feel like a 5 out of 10. I'm a 6 out of 10. I'm a 7 out of 10. I'm an 8 out of 10. I'm a 9 out of 10. I feel more like a 9 right now. I'm a fucking 9, bitch. And it's a cheesy game, but it works. And so your baseline, and by the way, sometimes you'll feel a little bit lower. Like sometimes I'll feel like a fucking 6 probably. Sometimes I'll feel like a 10, who knows? Usually when I'm in momentum. But your baseline will typically be around whatever it is. Let's say it's a 5. And what you do is you take so much action. You stop overthinking, approach anxiety, it just goes away. You're in back-to-back interactions. You end up getting this creative energy that comes out of nowhere. It's almost like a godsend. A lot of people call it different things. In the world, in mainstream, they call it flow state. In game, they call it becoming in state or God mode. I've heard it been called God mode once. Kind of cheesy, but it works, gets the message across. I call it being in state. You get into state, and you get into this flow state, and you just start saying funny shit. You're just more confident. You're loud. You're out of your head. Next thing you know, you get good reactions. You get girls liking you. You get positive social results. Your brain now gets into a positive loop, and now you're getting a upward cycle of good emotions. And in that given night, if you've had enough good interactions for that night, it typically stabilizes, and you feel amazing. You feel great. Like, fuck yeah, I'm the man. I'm the shit. I'm the fucking man. And you're like, holy shit, this game shit is amazing. Approaching is awesome. Fuck yeah, shout out to Nicoletti for getting me to do this. I get all these comments or messages and like, this shit is amazing, I'm so happy. And you feel great, and you're the fucking man. Maybe you get laid, maybe you get some dates, and then the next day, you're back at baseline. Maybe slightly higher for a couple of days, or a week or two. Maybe slightly higher, maybe you wake up at a 6 or a 7, but you're pretty much back at baseline. And you're kind of feeling good, you feel like the fucking man. And you go out to approach again, and you're like, yeah, I was a 10 last night, so I'm gonna get the same results as last night. You go up, and you're nervous again, and you're like, fuck, the approach anxiety is back. And you open up, and you get rejected. And then you actually get less and worse results, because now you're expecting to be more like a 10, but you're at the baseline of what you're usually at, and now your ego's all fucked up, because your ego's like, what the fuck, I thought I was a 10. This is very common in the beginning. Eventually, you get used to it, and you kind of just learn to live with the game how it is. And you just up and down, up and down. It's a fucking cycle. It's a roller coaster. It's like a graph. It's like a stock chart that's going up and down, but it's progressively getting higher. And you wake up and you're pretty much back at the same level. But the baseline was slightly raised. And you've gained some reference experiences, social skills. Hopefully you've built a system. Hopefully you built the system on how you even got to momentum in the first place, because that's a skill in of itself. Getting into momentum is a skill in of itself. And then, lastly, and this is the good thing about all this, if you have a bad night, let's say you feel like you're a 6, but you get rejected and you get rejected again, and then you get into this self-judgment and you're talking shit to yourself, and then you hesitate, and then you become hesitant, and now you're going through decision-making fatigue, and then you start to feel self-conscious about yourself in the environment. You feel like you don't fit in, and then you start to try to act cool, but you're really not feeling good at all, and then everyone can feel it, and you have a terrible night. You go in a downward cycle. It's the opposite thing of what happened the other night. You feel completely demoralized. You feel awful. You feel like the worst version of yourself. All your insecurities and deepest fucking thoughts come up, and you feel fucking sick to your stomach, and you leave. And you just go home and you go to bed. When you wake up, believe it or not, you're still at baseline. Matter of fact, you would think that your self-esteem gets lowered. I find that it's not the case. I find that your ego gets crushed so hard that if you keep going, the next day you actually have a lot less resistance, and you're not attached to a result anymore. You're like, well, fuck it. I've already hit rock bottom, and you go out and you're a little bit more humble. You're a little bit more funny. You're a little bit more out of your head. And then you actually get good nights. So the bad nights are actually part of the process, and they suck, but they're 100. It's like getting sore in the gym. You got to get really fucking fucked up to grow and get better. Just like sparring, you have to learn how to take a punch. So I have a bad night maybe 10% of the time that I go out now. Now, actually, I would say even lower, like a truly bad night, like 5% of the time, a truly bad, and even then, my bad nights, and this is the cool thing about being in the game for so long, even now, my bad nights are a phenomenal night a year ago, genuinely. A year ago, I could literally get a bunch of Instagrams, make so many friends, get a lot of success, quote unquote, maybe even a makeout, and still kind of feel like I had a bad night because I can feel it internally, but externally it does not show at all. I can still get results. I know what to say. I've done so many interactions that it's just fucking autopilot in my brain. It's a girl that I've been trying to go on a date with for so long. She says she's too old for me, but she's smoking hot. Russian girl. She's like 30, bro. See if I can get her attention. Hey! She didn't look. Okay, it's okay. It is what it is. 1,000 out of 10 anyways. I don't know if she saw me and she didn't want to look. Oh man, she's so fucking bad. I cannot with her, bro. I'm like, why does she play games? She's so flirty every time I see her. And I don't know why she's playing games, bro. Like, god damn, son. Oh my god, I'll try to get her in the video again. I've had her in previous videos. Fuck, what was I saying? Completely lost my train of thought. I got super duper worked up just now. She's looking good today. As I was saying before. All right, guys, so I don't remember what I was saying earlier, but the point I was trying to make, you get better. Now, the first piece of the puzzle, number one, massive action, what I was saying, massive action. You gotta take massive fucking action. And that's how you get into those momentum periods where your baseline starts to race. Now, inner game, working out, eating healthy, reading books, meditation in particular, especially meditation, dopamine detoxing, that's what stabilizes your mood. So if you're in a really good mood, you can sustain that good mood for a lot longer if you don't have a lot of negative shit pulling you down. What ends up happening to a lot of guys and myself is you gain momentum in life, in business, and approaching, and health, and then you have a lot of negative shit. Let's say you eat fucking junk food, or you watch a stupid movie, or whatever the case may be. You end up losing your momentum. The most common one I hear is you watch porn. Completely just destroys your momentum overnight. You just like months of hard work, luck, chance, meeting cool people, putting in the work. You just get rid of all of that in fucking one FAP session. And I can tell you right now, fapping in of itself isn't that bad, but watching porn, it's like doing cocaine. You just ruin all your momentum in one night. And that will ruin your results as well. So you have to do the inner game. You have to be self-mastered. You have to have self-mastery. Confidence will come from self-mastery. You take the massive action with women, you'll get to a point where you just go out like crazy. You're approaching all day. You're pulling different girls. As you start to pull, this is the truth, a hidden truth. And I wouldn't say this like on my Instagram, but the truth is you kind of work your way up. You'll pull a girl who's maybe a 6. She's cute enough. Let's say she's got a nice body, butterface. It is what it is. I'm not hating, bro. I love these girls. Genuine. You pull, you have sex, you feel like the man, You feel really good. And this is just my experience, all right? If this is not true to you, that's okay. And even though it was objectively not the hottest girl in the world, your DNA doesn't care. Your DNA is still like, hey, my man. And you can tell your friends, I pulled last night. Even your friends, even if they saw what the girl looked like, they're not gonna be like, ugh. They're gonna be like, well, fuck it, you fucking pulled. Good job, bro. Everyone's congratulating you. You feel like a man. The next pull you do, you pull an even hotter girl. Oh, wait, she's more of a 7, then an 8. And then next thing you know, you pull like a 9 or a 10. You'll ride this wave of momentum, this crazy wave of momentum, and you'll finally pull a girl that is way out of what you imagine you can get. It's just like a baddie, 10 out of 10. You know, you maybe, let's say, I'm thinking of my own past experience. You pulled this like really hot girl. She's like a 7 or 8. She's really cute, red hair, blue eyes, just nice body. She's just purr, she's great. And you feel like the man. And then the next day you go on a date with a genuine 10 out of 10. And you pull her, and you're in bed with her, and you can't even believe it happened. You're like, how the fuck? I learned this from the internet. What the fuck's going on? And you pull that girl, and slowly the limiting beliefs will start to fade away, at least logically. Internally, emotionally, you might still have that feeling that you had as a child or that you had when you were younger, that kid in you who never was popular. You might still have resemblance of that a little bit, but slowly that will completely, or at least 90-95% will go away. It will creep up from time to time, but you'll have so much hard evidence of you succeeding that you're able to just shut that off. And then after a while, you realize you were gaining a lot of the like when you start to get really good, you're gaining so much of the validation and you're chasing women so much to actually fill up a hole that you had when you were younger. And when you realize that, you start to realize, wait, I don't have to get these girls. Like, I like women, I love sex. I want a deeper relationship. And that's when you start to think, you know what? It's nice getting these fast pulls. It's cool. It satisfies my ego. But then you realize that's exactly all it is. It's just satisfying your ego. And then you start to come to a deeper understanding of who the fuck you actually are. And then that's when it really becomes naturalized. I would say I'm about 90% there. I would say, I don't know. Hard for me to judge myself. I'm not my own coach. I am in a lot of ways, but I can't be my own coach fully. But you do start to consistently pull 10s and people or women who you find to be crazy, extremely attractive. But you're always, even in my game, even at my current level, even I have to ride kind of a wave of momentum. It's a lot easier to get there. I've gotten there many times, but on any given day, let's say I haven't been going out a lot, I might have some limiting beliefs, or I might not have the same, I might feel like a 7 or an 8 on average. I might feel like a 7 on average, but when I'm going out a lot and I'm practicing my social skills and I'm in momentum, I'll consistently feel like a 9 or a 10. Also, I can be completely out of momentum and still get some really great approaches. And like when you do approach enough, it starts to become naturalized. So that's number one, man. You gotta have massive action. You need some skin in the game, as my mentor used to call it. You need skin in the game. And then number two, what I said earlier, you have to work on your inner game to stabilize that momentum. But it is a up and down process. Even now, years into the journey, I have periods where I feel a little bit insecure. You're gonna have days where you feel a little bit in your head and you don't take it that seriously. And you're gonna have days where you feel like the motherfucking man and you still don't take it that seriously. You just realize it's all part of the process. I hope this video inspires you to do better, to achieve more, to achieve your dreams, and to live out your fullest potential. I love you guys. I know my views have went down, but I know they're going back up. I have very, very large goals, and I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. I'll see you guys in the next one. Prepare for a lot of banging content, especially with this same format. I love talking to the camera. I love yapping. I'm a professional yapper, and I'll see you guys soon. Peace. Yeah.